Hello and welcome to TelecomTV. I'm Martin Warwick. We're here in Barcelona at Mobile World Congress 2018 and I'm talking with Edward Allfrey, who is Head of TV and Media Sales at EMA at Ericsson. Thanks for talking to us. I'd like to begin with this. We're in an unusual environment, not a studio, even though it looks a bit like one. We're in not even a mock-up, but the reality of part of the International Space Station. That's the link direct to the space station at the back of your head there, and so people know what we're doing and where we are. So we're at the show, we're on the HPE booth, which has got half the International Space Station on it. So off we go. So Edward, what are the top opportunities and challenges, do you think, facing media and digital transformation today?
Oh, well, Martin, I mean, in the TV and media space, which I work in, you know, it is incredibly fast moving. We've got a whole load of new entrants coming in. Well, Netflix isn't so new anymore, but you know, the fan guys all look in this space. And then we have the pay TV platforms, who are my traditional customers. And so that is their primary challenge, is speed. Okay, how do they move much faster? You know, a few years ago, it was about set-top boxes and a software update once every 18 months or something like that. But now we have to move into this world where they're constantly updating, taking customer feedback, and developing and talking and working with their customers and consumers to move forward. So that's the biggest challenge, but it's also the biggest opportunity for them to deliver the new services of TV, critical as part of that quad play, and to be able to do it at speed and make that difference, because every pay TV operator has a unique part in this ecosystem. You know, they deliver the quad play, which is critical, but they can also bring that very local content into the mix, which is much harder to do on a global basis. So real opportunity to bring, you know, TV and video in general into this new world.
IT standardization and the use of open computing systems have become prevalent, with a focus on simplicity, manageability and performance as the network continues to be the priority for CSPs. What's your approach to infrastructure transformation at Ericsson and the media side of it?
I mean, from the media perspective, you know, we're focused on the back office and enabling multi-screen functionality across all the devices, and we're focused on video compression. And the key for us really is now being able to say, do you know what, the infrastructure doesn't actually matter. We can abstract from that. You can run it on bare metal, you can run it in the public cloud, or you can run it in a private cloud. And that ability to use the public cloud when needed, to scale into that for things like disaster recovery, or we've just been through the Winter Olympics, a great example of a mass media thing, and using that for scale, but perhaps if you've got more of an eye on some of the economics, then having that private cloud in-house as well. And so for us, working on that top layer in media, the ability to work across all of those infrastructures is what's key, and is what is enabling new use cases and allowing my customers to go much faster to market, to launch in countries where they don't have any infrastructure, but at the same time able to be very cost effective where they need to.
The importance of being customer centric, we hear about it all the time, of course, but it's becoming more and more focused in the telecoms and the media industry itself. What actions are you seeing CSPs take to make their networks more subscriber, or even more subscriber and customer centric?
So in our business, especially for pay TV operators and over-the-top players in the TV and media space, it's all about that consumer experience and just making it as seamless and as easy to use, so that not only the millennials can, you know, watch the something and flick it onto a different screen, but so that my mother can as well, and she is, and it surprises me, you know, every day how you know, she's talking to me about time shifting content, about how she uses her DVR, but she doesn't really like that anymore, so she's moved to iPlayer in the UK or stuff like this. So really making that experience truly seamless, but bringing in the new functionality all the time on an iterative basis, so small changes all the time. Now this is something that's been around sort of in the web space for quite a long time, but in TV and media, because we have such a large deployed population of set-top boxes, it's been harder to achieve that. But now we're able to do that. We're able to bring those DevOps methodologies and user experience changes into the set-top box and the connected device world and deliver it as a TV experience.
Thank you. In the media domain, what are the news service and use cases you're seeing CSPs prioritise? We touched on it a couple of questions ago, but can you just expand on that a little more?
I think in the TV media space, I would pick firstly on personalization. Okay, so taking content and ensuring that we're promoting the right sort of content, and that goes hand in hand with content owners looking after and managing their own content, because in the past, when everything was a linear channel, you promoted that content, you might have trailed something that wasn't coming for maybe 3 or 4 weeks, but you were trailing it and you were doing that promotion. But in an on-demand world, we don't have that, and we don't have, so we have to enable that in the on-demand world for us to be able to personalize, look at what content you have, know who's in the room, know who's watching telly, and promote the right content, and at the same time looking at what devices, what time of day, what's being consumed, and pushing that up and really managing that content, even as far as going at trailing stuff that's going to launch in a few weeks.
Thank you. And the last question. We mentioned we're on the HPE stand booth, or I'd like to call it, here in Barcelona. What makes Ericsson and HPE special partners when it comes to the CSP world and digital transformation in the media business?
I mean, I think in the TV and media space, then the partnerships, strong partnerships, are incredibly important. And we know we can't do it all, and we need this ecosystem of different applications and different people. And so with HPE, we work very closely. We work very closely in the sales cycle. We're both committed to our customers, and it's just it's a win-win situation with both of us approaching and going together with joint propositions.
Edward Allfrey, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Martin.